Y'all, this is our take. This is Mark the moderator.
Banks.com, the game is the game always.
Leaf is only family, Brooklyn forever.
Albany's troll at its finest, the posse.
All right, y'all. So listen, let's talk about it. The NBA is back tonight. So let you know, first game is on tonight, the Nets versus Warriors. But what are your thoughts about the NBA coming back so I can't even say quick, because actually the regular season supposed to start a month and a half ago. But the fact that the regular season is back right after the actual championship was just won less than 8 weeks ago.
Yeah, yo, let me just jump. 72 days. So it's the shortest time of an off season of any sport. 72 days. That's bananas, man. Bananas.
Yeah, but think about it. You're absolutely right. But 22 teams got almost a year off.
That's kind of,
you know what I mean? There's only 16 teams that, how many teams went to the bubble?
16?
Nah. No, remember they had to play in also. Remember they had, they had 4 teams that played
teams that went to the bubble.
Right. There's 22 teams. 8 teams did not go.
Yeah, it didn't go. Well, those 8 teams should be well rested.
Well, wait. They should be well rested because they wasn't that good anyway. So they wasn't gonna make the playoffs anyway.
But it's a quick turnaround, man. That's definitely a quick turnaround. But listen, these guys are superior athletes, and I guess they're okay with it. They signed up for it. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens.
Superior athletes?
Yeah, these dudes are superior athletes.
Oh,
man.
we're gonna get into that one later. We're gonna get into that one later.
That's fine.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround, but it's what everything is all about. Because I don't think the players wanted to come back this fast, but everything is about money. So, the NBA, they lost a lot of money last season, and they was ready to come back, and they got the power. So what are you really going to do? I mean, we'll see what happens if hopefully nobody gets injured, nobody gets hurt, coming back that quick of a turnaround or whatnot. But, I think they're going to be I think the start of the season, you're going to see some people taking it easy for a little while.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
The only problem is it's 72 games, so every game counts a little bit more now. So
you're still gonna see a lot of load management. You're still gonna see that. I
feel like management.
I feel like
COVID management.
Yeah. I feel like you got a lot of teams that kind of know where they're at. Talent-wise, they're gonna be able to kind of loaf a little bit. The teams like LA, I think, will be able to slack off slightly. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a few guys that's gonna take off, and then you're gonna have those other teams that know, kind of like what Banks says, like every game is gonna count. So they're gonna bring the full clip every night. So I still think you have a layoff.
Hold on. 10 less games make every game count from 82? How? Explain
I don't think so either.
Okay. So let me tell you this. Let's imagine this. So if you want to put it in some type of perspective, and I can't tell you the stats, check it out. How many 82-game seasons, right, have come down to the last 10 games of teams fighting for a playoff spot? That's kind of like the measurement of that, right?
No, listen, I get that part of it, but the Clevelands, the Sacramento is not going to be fighting for those last 10 games. They're actually going to be shopping on Amazon at game 60 because their season's going to be over. There's certain teams that you're not factoring in. That's all I'm saying to you. It ain't all 30 teams worrying about 72 games. It ain't going to matter to them.
I can agree with Mark. I think from 10, 9, 8, it's going to be the same, 72 or 82 games. They're fighting for that last spot. And I don't know if the 10 games is really going to make a difference. All you got to do is win your head-to-head, basically.
I don't know, man. I still think, say what you want. Those teams that were on the fringe, like tell that to New Orleans and tell that to Memphis.
But you're talking about the fringe teams. No, listen, no one's arguing that.
Okay, but how about this?
not worried about 72 games.
But check it out. Think about the bubble, right? You think about those seeds that were like maybe 4 and 5 that didn't get home court advantage. Now you actually playing on your own home court. I think home court makes a little bit of a difference.
Yo, you got your headphones in?
Nah.
Put them in because you ain't listening. We just said those teams, yes, it matters to them. We said it's other teams, the 28, the 29, the 30. Those teams today is not going to matter for.
Well, 30's going to be out of it regardless. But I mean, you might be fighting more for a playoff spot, whereas maybe game 70 you might have been out of it, and game 62 you might still be in it now. You might fight a little bit harder now, so it might give teams a little bit more juice. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, but
that's all I was saying. It's not going to make that much of a difference. 10 games ain't going to make
not much of a difference, but enough that maybe at game 60, if you're still in it, you still. I don't know when the trading deadline is going to be. I don't know who thinks they're going to be in it when they're not. Who knows, man?
By the way, they haven't decided the second half of the season, right? They haven't had a schedule for that, right?
I'm not sure about that.
The second half of the season is not laid out yet. They only have the first half of the season, if I got it right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. And then they're going back to the bubble for the playoffs again.
Yeah, see, I don't think they have that etched out yet, man. Yeah, I think it's the first half of the season that's out.
The fact that they're traveling is going to be interesting because players is going to get this virus. You just like football, guys is going to get it. Key players are going to get it because you're traveling, you're moving around.
Well, the difference between football and everything is 16 to 72 games. So having somebody sit out, unless it's a star player, having somebody sit out for 3-4 games, I don't think that it doesn't hurt as much as football. Missing one game in football is huge.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying you would have to manage that the fact that you might lose a couple of players, especially with contact. Now, when you're talking about that one player, you might have him in contact with 3 other players, and now you got 4 players sitting out.
Right.
I don't know because
just in contact tracing.
Yo, but they said if you watching what's the name, they said Adam Silver was talking and he was saying like, yo, if the vaccine is what they think it is, most of the players gonna get the vaccine.
But they're not pushing.
I thought they said they weren't jumping the line.
They're not jumping the line.
Jump the line, but you already know when you start talking about bread, when you start talking about, don't think these cats, man, people already jumped the line. So
the same way they jumped the line with the testing.
The CEO of Pfizer didn't jump the line. He didn't get his vaccine yet. And that's
I'm saying, remember how everybody was saying, yo, how these athletes getting testing, you know what I mean, already, and the regular people can't get it. I think it's gonna be the same thing. I agree with Avery, man. I think once they all aboard, they gonna get that shot before the public, man.
We're talking about bread right now, man. We talk about money. You're gonna protect your asset. You're not gonna say, yo, let me mess around and let LeBron James get COVID.
Listen,
you're not gonna do that.
But
I'm not arguing that point.
Did you see that? The Attorney General said LeBron should lead by example and take the vaccine first, which I think is wild.
Wow. Why the Attorney General ain't take it first?
Because LeBron is a black athlete and he wants other black people to follow LeBron and go ahead and get that vaccine.
Well, that's a different conversation.
I'm just saying.
Because I would definitely say people needs to get it, but that's a whole nother conversation. But now let me ask you a question. Now that basketball has started back, I'm gonna ask, who do you see will be the actual better team this season coming around?
In the finals, I got the Lakers and the Nets.
Lakers and Nets in the finals. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the two. And not even a real dark horse, but I think Milwaukee's up there too. I think Drew Holiday's a big addition. But,
Drew Holiday is that much of a difference?
Over Eric Bledsoe, yeah. That I take that way more than Eric Bledsoe. But that's my teams I got in the finals. The better team. I see Phoenix took a big step forward. And pretty much all other players that you saw in the West. Denver, I think Dallas is going to be a problem too. But in the East, I think it's Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn and Milwaukee. That's
Avery? Come on, Abe.
Provided all the stars align and everybody stays healthy, I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I'm gonna go with the Lakers, and I'm gonna go with Brooklyn only because I don't trust Giannis. I don't think Brooklyn's gonna stay healthy. I think that's gonna be the demise of Brooklyn. I just don't.
Yo.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna stay healthy for some strange reason. You look at Kyrie, how many games he's played. You look at Kevin coming back. I don't know, but at full strength, I see the Nets. At full strength, I see the Lakers and everybody else.
Really, man? Yo, you got rid of your coach that was holding y'all back. Now you got Doc Rivers. You got Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and you're gonna go and say that you got the Nets in the finals and not your Sixers? Yo, Money, come on, man.
I'm not delusional. Like, come on,
man.
Like, yo, you want me to just that would if I would listen to this, Lee. If I would have said the 76ers, that would have been the emotional pick. You know what I'm saying? Mark would be like, oh, you got Doc. No, man. Listen, I'm a realistic person, man. Listen, the Nets are clipped up. The Nets have two of the best players in the league on their team as the equivalent of the Lakers. We can argue that all day. They got two of the best players. In the East, I don't see another team. And if you look at the Nets, they're kind of deep, man.
The Nets are kind of deep.
Say what you want. They're kind of deep. They got.
Listen, I just said about your Sixers. I'm just calling you out for finally getting rid of your coach. That's all I'm saying.
You didn't ask me how far the Sixers go. You didn't ask me about the playoffs in the East.
Money, if you ain't got them in the finals, kid, I don't care. Yo, listen. They're going
I got the Sixers going to the second round. They're gonna be up 3-1, and then they're gonna blow the lead. So let me answer the question. So I'm gonna agree with you guys. I got the Lakers and the Nets. If I had to pick a dark horse team out of the West, it was the team who I had favored last year. It would be the Clippers, and my dark horse team in the East. Thanks. I see where you're going with Milwaukee, but like what Avery said, man, there's something about Greek Freak that I just don't trust them. I'm going back with Miami. If I had to pick a dark horse team coming out the East, it'll be the Heat again.
Wow. Okay. I got Boston in the finals this year. I got Boston. I'm going with Boston.
Yo, can we get Mark back? Because Skinny Mark is wild. Skinny Mark is wild.
Let's give him some rationale. Let me hear this.
I just think it's their time. I think it is their time to really make a difference, just like Miami did. Remember, I caught Miami last year. So I see something in Boston about it's about their time to actually get to the finals this year in the East. They have been on the cusp of getting there, and I think they break through this year. I think this is their year. In the West,
so Brad Stevens is a good coach?
No, that don't make him. No, that don't make him all of a sudden, man, a good coach. I just think that a team has had time to gel to finally get over the actual hump. So that's what I'm giving the actual team. I'm not giving it to Stevens. Yo, this team has almost made it there, almost 3 years. I think 3 years now. They almost got there.
They only went to Eastern Conference Finals once, bro.
No, hold on. Didn't they go to the finals against the Cavs with what's the name? With oh shucks. Didn't they go? Hold on.
Once, bro. Once. They lost in the second round.
LeBron beat them in the finals. Eastern Finals 3 years ago. Yeah, that was 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago.
That was what, 2 years ago before you went to the Lakers. 3 years ago, you won't call it.
Right.
Yeah. That's the only year they made it. Every year after that it was the second round. That's what I'm saying. They made it once.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I got Boston in the West. It's going to be interesting. The West, I think, is going to be interesting, but I see the Lakers going back.
Hold on, wait, time out. So now I can jump in. Newsflash: Boston not going to beat Philly. Next question. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, listen, it sounds good.
Spicy.
It sounds good. So, but you have them losing in the finals, though.
Yeah, I have them losing the Eastern Conference Finals. Like Boston, Boston and Philly, it's all about matchups to me, right? So if you think about it, if you look at, to me, any team, no team in the East, I think, is going to beat the Nets, in my opinion. In a 7-game series, no team's going to beat the Nets, right? But if you look at everything else is matchups. Yo, Miami and Boston matchup early, yo, that could go either way. You know what I'm saying? Boston get knocked out easy, right? Miami and Philly. Philly could knock out Miami, in my opinion. I think after the Nets, and maybe the Bucks are a little bit more superior, but the Nets and the Bucks, I think, have the better squads. But I just don't trust the Greek Freak in the playoffs. Like I don't see it. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't trust Joel Embiid.
With Doc Rivers, you may. Blowing a 3-1
I don't trust
lead,
Doc Rivers,
perhaps.
so there's a lot. There's trust issues all across the board here.
Oh
Wow.
You got trust issues at the crib too, huh?
Ooh.
The
Ooh. Right.
That's where my trust issues stem from, Avery.
Yo, it is going to be interesting, man. A 72-game season this year is going to be interesting to see. And it's starting out very, very well with these first games. That's going to be good. So, yo, we're going to be right back. Yo, this is Our Take, man. Peace.
Hey.
Our